And good morning. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, building expert advisors for the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 platforms, and just in general becoming a better trader. And with that, today is Friday, July the 10th. We don't have a lot going on today as far as economic news goes. The European CPIs came out, which is kind of interesting. I'm updating them on the news site right now, so they're not really ready to go yet because I had some technical issues with the site earlier today. But we got those fixed, and now we're ready to go updating some more stuff. Let's see. So with that, we're going to talk about a little bit of a trade review that I did today, or that I did yesterday actually, and see what went wrong, and see so I can figure out what can go right in the future. So with that, let's go ahead, and since we're talking about trading, we're talking about making money. We're also talking about potentially losing money. So with that, let's go ahead and here are the risks, and you need to know about them. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker. Trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. I have held NFA registration in the past. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And here's the CFTC risk disclosure. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to be talking about today. See, first, let's talk about me some more. That's me. This is the MQL5 platform that I have, or that I have. I don't have it. I don't own it at all. It's owned by MetaQuotes, by the people that run MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. And I'm going to show you a couple of expert advisors I've got out. The Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro, MetaTrader 5. And again, for MetaTrader 4 right there, Bollinger Band RSI Mean Reversion Pro for MetaTrader 4. And these are both, they do work well. You can click on this one. You can see that the chart is up and to the right, which is a good thing. As you can see, it took on this test, I think I did a $750 account start and took it to 1,000. So that's good. That was over the course of a few years, maybe. So that is not something that happens, daily. You can, it is fully adaptable, so you can take the free demo and go into the inputs and change it to your needs if you want to trade a higher faster time frame, like the 1 minute or 5 minute. I did not test for those. I tested for the euro versus the dollar at the H4 time frame. Recommended pairs are these three are majors. I typically don't trade anything else besides the majors. I don't get into the CAD versus the yen. I mean, saw some interesting information on the Swissy versus the yen or something like that. I was like, nope. But at any rate, that's what we have there as far as expert advisors. You can go to Michael Neely MQL5 and find it. I'll be wiring this into my website soon. And since we mentioned my website, let's go ahead and talk about it. This is tradingforexforprofit.com. This is the site where I have some information on here that you might find interesting. First, to sign up, you can sign up for free, start for free, and then come in here with maybe can add your account right here. These are some accounts with some numbers that are no longer valid, but it's I need to get some time to update my trading activity too, and update my platform here so I can use it. This is my account activity for that account, and you can update for anything you like. You can do deposits, or let's see what else. So that's Henry, the Forex trading parakeet. If you're wondering where that chirping noise is, it's our pet parakeet. She likes to let us know what we're doing right and wrong frequently, but just in the method of chirps. She doesn't really tell us what's going on. But at any rate, you can change for any kind of account activity comes in on your trading statement. I've got a risk calculator and position size calculator here, so you can calculate how much you want to risk and how much. For example, if you want 2% risk or 25% stop loss, it'll help you calculate the size. You may have to do some math here to figure out how much the pit value per 100 per one lot your broker is giving you. That is a broker number. Mine is 13 for Forex.com. I think the demo account may be different. Then you come in here and see what pairs you can trade. You can import your information here with a manual CSV. You have to create a manual CSV for both MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 anyway, which is easy to do. You can do that in Google Sheets and then export it. Just copy and paste and export. Then I'm not going to show you how to do that, but it's maybe I will show you how to do that. It's kind of easy. It's easy for me. Performance, you can see what your account performance is. It might be an idea for a new video one day. And here are the strategies you can put up here. I've got the Bollinger Band and RSI mean reversion strategy right there. We've got news right here. And then the economic calendar of stuff coming up right here, around here somewhere. Unemployment claims from yesterday. Says the actual number is pending. I'm going to have to look that up and figure out what the actual number is and change that, because that changed yesterday, but I didn't haven't had an opportunity to update that yet, and the auto update is not working. So right now, I'm going to get it straightened out. Here are the pairs. This updates about every half an hour, I think, based on the API I have right now. As of course, as we grow and get more users and get more money coming in, then we can start doing the put in better APIs. That's what I'm working on right now. And here are the current platforms, current price structures. You can start for free, as it says right there, $0. No obligation to keep going. You can you can downgrade to free if you want to, but I don't recommend it. You've got to be a pro member first. But here is it gives you one account, basic risk calculator, and the basic trade journal, and then we have core workflow tools, and then the pro version at $19 a month gives you unlimited accounts, prop firm challenge tracking, and also full analytics plus advisory system. And then we have the premium right here, which gives you a whole bunch of stuff: premium news, macro commentary from moi et al., from me and others. And then we also have advanced analytics and archives. We're building that out too right now. Be interesting to see what that looks like when we get finished. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about some trade review. As you know, I got into, if you're watching this yesterday, I got into a trade a couple of days ago where it came in about here. 86, yeah, about here. Took it up to here and thought that I had started ruling the world. I mean, that's not true, but that was my stop loss. I think it got out about here. So it gave me about $169 on that trade right there. And then I expected it to run a little bit harder. So it came in around here, 216. And as you can see, it did not run a little bit harder. I got stopped out here. I'm still profitable on this trade, on this this account. Is that what I'm looking for? Nope. Trading dashboard, that's what I'm looking for. As you can see, refreshing metrics. This might take a minute. There we go. I'm still profitable. Yay, on my trading challenge. So this is good. I've got $4.64 of profit on a $10,000 account, which does not win any trophies. We want to win trophies. So with order history, I don't have any trades going in now because it's Friday. And I don't like having trades going over the weekend, especially not with what's been going on. So with that, let's go ahead and get into, that's my trade review. I also want to show you this too. Here's where I made my mistake on that trade. Is that what normally happens is that you have a push and a pullback, and a push and a pullback, and a push and a pullback. And for example, this goes up, and then it pulls back, and it goes up, then it pulls back. And so I broke out a my Fibo tool on my MetaTrader 4 platform for my demo account, and wanted to see what happened there. So we had the push right here from about here to, let's see where I am, roughly about here, because it's depending on which account I was trading. I think I stopped out one of them at 35, and another one I let run into 50, or I set a stop loss at 35, 217, 35, and some of them I stopped out a little bit higher. But at any rate, somewhere in this ballpark right here, I expected it to run harder. Got in here. No, I didn't. I got in here. As you can see, it pulled back. But look at these levels. Dropped right below the 23.6 level. And if we take it, and though these levels are kind of subjective too, because you can kind of put this anywhere you want to. According to the woman who wrote the book on FIBO levels, you don't go by the close prices, you go by the open prices, or by the maximums you've got. And you can see that it came right back down to the 38, right before the 38.2 level before it reversed. And then, well, it dove again. I was out of the trade by then, but pulled up a little bit to the 23.6 level and then came down to here to the 76.4 level and then up to the 61.8 level. This it's certainly not exact, but you can certainly see where there's a pattern there. And we like patterns because the patterns are sometimes able to reproduce. But if you pull it in just going from close to close, or from open to close, then and not the high and the low, then you can it's even more exact. So it's very interesting with these FIBO levels. So that was my mistake, because I did not expect, I was expecting a pullback, but I forgot about that it pulls back to FIBO levels, not because they're magical levels, but because they are self-fulfilling prophecy. If major algorithms around the world, for example, at Morgan Stanley or something like that, or are trading the algos like that, then you definitely want to trade the same levels that they're going to trade, because then that's where your volume is. Put it on a 4-hour chart, just jump around a little bit too much. Looks like a good time to come into the trade right there if I wanted to, but I'm going to hold off on that. Might be the conservative way to go, but that's tempting though. 217.18. But yeah, we'll see if I miss that trade or if that trade takes off. I don't think it will, but we'll see what happens. Now let's get into some charts. We have Bitcoin right here at 64.5. Again, perking up a little bit more, but not really on fire or anything. I gotta go a little bit faster today because I'm trying to run out of time. Yes, it's limited time to make these videos. US 10 yield is coming off a little bit. Good to see that. 4.53%. The Japanese 10 is also off 5.66%. So they had a lot of chatter today between the Prime Minister and the BOJ Minister. So it's a lot of chatter on that today. So we'll see what happens with that. That's the reason why we've got to pull back in the yen pairs today. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Set that up. That's Bitcoin. I don't want to see that. I don't want to say nobody cares. Somebody cares. Michael Saylor cares. Michael Saylor loves you. And here we are. We have the yen carry trade. Big gap right here. Yen carry trade is not breaking down anytime soon. Don't let anybody tell you that it is. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the after this. Where we go next? Let's go to the euro versus the pound. Euro versus the pound. The euro's got a lot of deflationary information. Came out in CPI, so the euro is still not going anywhere, but they're actually experiencing deflation right now. So the CPI is actually negative in Germany and France today, which was kind of interesting. So never seen a deflationary economy before, but it is happening. Pound is definitely beating up on the euro. DXY 100.87, about the same price it's been for a while. It seems to be finding a new home, a new low right there at 100.83. Bombing Iran helps. Euro versus the dollar right there, perking up, but not really going anywhere. It's kind of flat. 114.30. Pound versus the yen, pound versus the dollar, taking off. Look at that. It's starting to flirt with the top level of that of this resistance / support area that we found. See if it can break support and keep running. 134.20. That's a big gain right there. From 131.7 to 134. If you're a macro trader, that would be a nice move for you to have gotten into. I did not get into it. Which I pretty much have to leave my stops off, but then that's keep my eye on that, see what happens next. It's hard to predict what's going to happen. You can always look back at a chart and say, oh, wow, I should have gotten in here. But when you're down here thinking, oh, we're going to go back to possible, what does that call when the euro dropped below the dollar? Parity. We just have a pound US parity, and then you start freaking out. But then you start looking at this and realizing you've got a support level here. It's tested and did not pass. So that would have been a good time to get in there. Enough about that. Dollar versus the Swissy right there, holding at 80.64. Again, not really, kind of finding a new home right there. This might be interesting to see if that that trade takes off a little bit more. Dollar versus the yen, off 65 pips. Pound versus the yen, off 70 pips. Let's go to the yen pairs. Euro versus the yen, down 76 pairs, and the CAD versus the yen, down 45 pairs, 45 pips pairs. So that's a lot of fun going on there. The NYMEX crude oil spot is finally coming off to 71.92. I guess we are not closing the Straits of Hormuz again, so that's kind of fun. That'll keep the oil prices down, worldwide oil prices down on the New York NYMEX. Got the dollar versus the CAD right there, 141.64 off 3 pips. So not much movement going on there. Dollar versus the yen. Pardon me. Pound Aussie versus the dollar. Whew. Wow, can you believe? Maybe I didn't have a license. Just kidding. 69.50 right there. Then let's get into the precious metals. Gold finding a new home at 4,100 as far as a support level goes. Platinum, no change. Wow. Interesting. Palladium, 1274. Metals certainly are cooling off. And silver, just kind of hanging out around 58.5 to 59.5 for a nice little range. Software sector perked up a little bit yesterday, up 1.5%. HubSpot is off 4%. I'm sorry, up 4%. Salesforce up 2.45%. It's interesting because I've just discovered that I can build something similar to HubSpot now using AI as direction. So it can be done. Have to spend a lot less money than I did with HubSpot. Intuit right there. I've also been a software developer for years, so don't cancel your HubSpot thing tomorrow and say, hey, I can build this at home. You can if you're a software developer. But at any rate, Intuit right there, because you know what questions to ask AI. Intuit up 0.47. GoDaddy up 1.13%. Adobe and Upwork. After that, jump down to the Fantastic 7. We're not going to talk about electricity. Didn't change, and pretty much neither did the dollar versus the Chinese yuan. We have Google right here at that's off 0.84% yesterday. Amazon up 1.4%. Apple up 0.9%. Not really a whole lot going on. Meta got a little bit more confidence in their AI platform because, we're talking about, oh, look at this. Faces a consolidated federal lawsuit by 4 states seeking about $1.4 trillion in penalties and disgorgement under state and federal privacy laws. The trial set for August. How about that? So they may get hammered to the tune of trillions. Microsoft, 0.27%. NVIDIA, because, he's actually even come out and said he built Facebook to spy on people. Or something like that. I think I heard that at some point. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Don't bank on that. Be a fun thing to look up, though. But then you notice what you're looking at is true with AI. AI-generated search. We have Tesla right here at up 3%, and SPCX up 2.6%, finally getting up above the issue price again. So with that, that is about all I've got for today. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And lastly, if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Oh yeah, one more thing that we didn't talk about, Fedwatch. So with Fedwatch, this is a tool set up by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange to track the possible Fed target rate. And as you can see, in 19 days, we have a decision of what they're going to say. They've actually probably already made a decision. They're just going to let everybody know about it in 19 days. And this is what the odds of what we're looking at. Got a 78% chance of a hold and a 21.9% chance of a rate hike. So that's what we've got going on there. September, we're looking at a hold, more looking possible like a possible rate cut in September. October, higher possibility of a rate cut than a rate hike. However, this one's kind of creeping in there. 50 basis point hike. Wow, it's all over the place for December. January, March. So the next change in interest rate is until April of next year. We're looking at a possible rate hike. By 0.1%. And then June. So in essence, what this means right now is that no one knows what's going to happen. That's the nice way of putting it. But with that, that's all I got for today. Again, if you like this channel, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe to the channel. And if you want to talk to me directly, hit me up in the comment section, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. But you guys have a great one. Talk to you later. Bye.